Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy, my channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to go through and do our daily technical analysis updated commodities, work our way through the dollar yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions as we go through it. And if you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com. That's where I dive deeper into all these topics, sectors, looking for investment opportunities and sharing them with everyone in the community. Tomorrow we have a Q&A session 7 a.m. Mountain Time. You can ask me whatever you like. It's through a Zoom call. They are recorded, they are uploaded to the website, and you can view them afterwards if you'd like. Special is a coupon code. It's 50% off the first month uh, on the monthly membership and a $100 discount on the yearly membership if you'd like to sign up or swap from a monthly to a yearly. All right, let's dive in, see what's going on today. Starting with the DXY, we did see some weakness in the dollar. We are underneath, looks like a little bit of resistance there. So I've got that drawn in there. It's a rough drawn calculation. It's probably more like a band coming up here, but we did see some selling pressure in the dollar today. We did see a little bit weaker yields. Is it going to be sustaining? Yet to be determined here. To me, it looks like the uptrend is to the upside, and it doesn't look like it's a reversal candlestick necessarily. The 2 year, again, this is a small, I call these a small bloody nose. They're generally a continuation pattern upward. So we had a weaker yield today, but I wouldn't expect this to be a trend reversal, anything like that. The 10 year, again, just a small candlestick, small up candlestick. And then the 30 year is also another very small up candlestick, 0.13%, which I would consider to be that bloody nose type environment. So nothing's changed from my view on yields. I still think they're going to break higher with time. But in the short term, in that little circle there, big question mark, are we going to go lower, higher, chop sideways? We're probably going to do all the above, to be honest. Bond prices down just a little bit today, but pretty much controlled. So just sideways. We have the 2 and the 10 with a little bit of yield curve uninversion, so it came down a little bit, but we don't really have a trend going on. We've just been chopping sideways ever since April, the Liberation Day. We've just been chopping, chopping, chopping all over the place. I wonder if that's by just happenstance or if it's done on purpose. I don't know. TYX TNX ratio is flat today, so not much movement at all out of this ratio. And then we've got gold up $23 an ounce. Still looks fine. There's nothing bad looking here. It looks like we're doing a little bit of a consolidation of some sort. And usually when you consolidate, it is a consolidation of a move upward. I call it a stair-stepping pattern. So still looks good. Nothing really off or to be aware of here. Silver's up 2.8%. A little bit of selling pressure towards the end of the day. You can see that wick at the top. If we were to look at it from a short-term perspective here, you can see we sold off a little bit towards the end of the day, and that could continue into tomorrow. It's possible. But when you take these really short time frames, things can move and dive on you all over the place. But longer term, the momentum is up. Momentum is up. Platinum also ripping almost about 5% today. So we broke out of this continuation pattern to the upside. Very similar to what I think yields are going to do on a little bit longer time frame. This is a shorter time frame here, but yeah, we're breaking out and ripping higher. Um, I'm I think we're going to go to low 2000s here, probably somewhere up here, pretty quick. That would be my guess. So we may pause there somewhere around 1800 to 2000, and then maybe we take it again. But again, those are guesses. I don't put much weight on them. To me, this is broken out. It looks like it's ripping higher. I think we're going to go much higher, and then resistance is another two, three, $400 away, where I think maybe we get stuck. Palladium up 1.7%. Again, we're coming off a bottom here. So this is us starting to take off. I think we've got a long runway ahead of us for palladium to appreciate. Now, does that mean that palladium is going to outrun platinum? That wouldn't be my guess. I think platinum's going to outrun palladium, but they could both go up together. And I do think this is a big long-term bottom. We're like right here. Um, and again, I would have not guessed the way that this looked. So yeah, we're in a bottom and it looks good. XEU to gold ratio, the gold and silver mining companies are outperforming gold. We are seeing that uptrend intact. We are coming from ludicrously low valuations. So this ratio, I think we could go up dramatically. Now, this here is not like the last bull market. The last bull market from 98 went down and ended in 2011, which would be down here. That was the last bull market where gold outperformed the mining companies. This is what people are expecting. That's their expectations. I hate to say it, guys, but we've bottomed and we're heading higher here. What does that mean? It means that the opportunities are bigger than what most people can imagine. That's what it means. That the market conditions are different than what they were last time. GDX up 2.12. This thing is still ripping. Looking good. GDXJ is up. And SILJ is up 2.3 off that ripper of a launch pad. I like viewing all this from the longer term. There's the launch pad. Look at the volume stepping in here on the bottom. That's big volume there. Usually when you get breakouts like this with big volume like that, that is the golden meal ticket. That's where money is made. You can also see where we're closing here. We're up around 22.50. You know where these other closes are? $18. Maybe up here in the low 20s, but we're clearing most everything on this chart in terms of resistance back here. You can see that we are above the rectangle resistance. So with the volume stepping in and the resistance fading away, we could see a pretty big move here in SILJ. It looks fantastic. We've got crude oil up 0.5%. It was up a little bit more in the early parts of the day, but we did hit some resistance. That's why we've got that wick at the top of that candlestick. If we back out and take a look, you can see we got some selling pressure up against resistance. Does that mean that resistance is won? No. What it means is we could hit it, we could chop, and then try to break out whenever it wants to break out. Now, a lot of people try to put time frames on things. I I don't put time frames. I just look at where the support and resistance is. I give it time. We're seeing a lot of things that are inflation sensitive, like crude oil is, breaking higher. So my inclination here is that this thing is go time. It's going to be go time here very soon. TTF, we've broken out of this pattern here to the upside. Again, I think we're going to head higher. Looks good. Two falling wedges right before it, and then we are flattening out. So we've got a steep falling wedge, a less steep falling wedge, and then a flat. So that's bottoming. I'd be looking for moves upward. So we might see kind of a move and a flag or something like that, and then we move on up. Natural gas in America up dramatically. It might be because they rolled over the futures contracts, but we are going to go higher at some point. It looks good. Our boy XOP, yeah, you know me. We're up 0.85%. That's where we closed today. We did hit our head on some resistance. That trend line there, that's the resistance that we are hitting our head on, and we're right up on top of it. There it is. So again, we could loop back around, or we could do exactly what this pattern is showing us, where we kind of come back, loop around, and then break out. I think something very similar to that is in the cards. OIH up 1.72%. We're starting to break through that resistance. It looks pretty dang good, is what I think. So we popped out of this rising wedge, kind of consolidated against that resistance, looped back around, and now we're trying to break through it. There's still resistance there. You can tell with the wick at the tops here of these candlesticks. So we are pushing into resistance here. Newcastle coal futures up 3.5%, looking good, feeling good. This looks ready and primed to go. Let's let it rip. Let's see it. Let's see what it's got. We've got Sprout Physical Uranium Trust up a little bit. A little bloody nose. I think it's just a continuation pattern higher. Looks good. Uranium futures pricing on up. Looks real good. Real good this past week. URA, which is the equities, down a little bit today. Again, I think this is just a little consolidation and that we could blow out to the upside at any second. Looks fine. Uranium, again, a little bloody nose, a little consolidation day, a little profit taking. And URNJ, again, down a little bit. We do have a little bit of resistance there. You can see the wicks. Wicks at the top where we hit resistance, came back, hit resistance, came back. But the size of these candlesticks here and the fact that we're making progress upward is good. It's good. The uptrend's intact. We got the big greens, the small reds. Everything looks good. Nickel down 0.45% today. We're starting to slowly work our way on up. That's where I think we're going. So it looks good. We've got copper up a little bit. That is also putting in a little flag pattern. Looks good to go higher. Looks very good to go higher. I like these little red candlesticks next to the big green body. Those are generally bullish and they occur quite often in bull markets. COPX, it likes it, so it's up 1.37%. Doesn't matter what copper did today, even though it was up a little bit, but it's ripping. It is looking fantastic. We are out of the resistance. So it's go time. We'll see where we can go here. And again, if I were to take a bigger, longer picture view, I think that this here is going to be a bottom. We are going to break through the old all-time highs. And I think it could be something like a shoulder, a head, and then another shoulder perhaps, and then we launch. Maybe it's a pattern like that, where it's another launch pad onto bigger and better things. We'll see if that occurs. We've got lithium down slightly. And again, the trend has not changed here, guys. Everything looks good. The trend's up. Small reds, big greens. It looks fantastic. We back out. We've got a double bottom that's breaking higher. REMX is the same pattern. You can see the volume coming in here underneath that, those big green bars, lots of volume. So we were down today. Yeah, but we're above support. Oops. Above this support there. Things look good. Volume's coming in. I mean, this is about as good as you're going to get on a bottoming looking pattern here. Iron ore, we are up a little bit today. This has been just consolidating here. And that is a consolidation upwards because we entered this from the downside up. So looks good. We're just waiting for the break. We've got aluminum, 26.36. Again, this looks good on the weekly candlesticks there. Big up candlestick, small reds staying above the majority of that support. I think we go higher probably next week. Well, it's a little bit bearish there, bearish candlestick. So maybe we do one of these and then we move on up. So maybe we have a little bit more downside left before we get moving. We'll have to wait and see what the candlesticks trade over the next few trading sessions. Maybe we get down to 26.13 or so. Baltic Dry Index continuing higher. That looks good to continue on a melt up. We've got emerging markets down a little bit today. But the candlesticks, there's no big selling pressure here. There's no selling pressure anywhere this way. They're all little reds. That's all bullish. And we were down a little bit today on the dollar, but sometimes they correlate like that. We've got MU up 0.84% today. And again, I think we're going higher. We're going to try to break through that resistance at some point, and it looks pretty good. Good strong candlestick. It closed nice and strong today. We've got KRE up a little bit. That's been chopping sideways. So is home builders. Home builders have also been chopping sideways. We have a up day today, but a little bit of support coming back through here at maybe 106-ish, 105-ish. But we've just been drifting a little bit lower here in the short term. Russell's up 1%. They got to save this. They got to keep it tracking higher. They being the plunge protection team. We've got rising wedges all over this thing. Does not look pretty in my opinion. The S&P up a little bit, 0.6. Look at this, rising wedges everywhere. Rising wedge, rising wedge, rising wedge, rising wedge. Do you know what that means? It means that people are selling. That's how you get rising wedges. And then it keeps melting up a little bit. The momentum here is jacked. There's no momentum. There's no power behind this. This is running on fumes, in my opinion. But it keeps going up. And then the NASDAQ also up a little bit, and that's got rising wedges too. So Dow Jones chopping sideways like it was the day before and the day before that. XLI up a little bit, but again, this is just one big chop fest here, all through there. So we're consolidating or chopping at the moment. We've got Bitcoin flat, and that's still above support. That's that big support area that I'm looking at. Still looks okay. Ethereum up 3.8, and that's at support too, and it's holding. That's why we're up 3.8%. It's holding at that support. MicroStrategy up a little bit, 2.8. Eek. Yeah. I would not own this company. And then the VIX is down 8.6. They need to control this. Plunge protection team needs to hold this thing and keep it low. Keep it down. We don't want this thing blasted. This blast, this liberation area, we had a lot of fear into the market. But they're keeping it low and it's holding down. So that's what I've got for today, guys. It's the update there. Thumb up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website. Special coupon code. We've got a Q&A session again tomorrow, 7 a.m. Mountain Time for Saturday. And that's all I've got. So we'll catch you next time, guys. See you.